Welcome back, it's season 3, Beyond Business, come ride with me. Nick Freo in the house, sharing stories that inspire. From every walk of life, we're lighting that fire. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. From the ups and downs, we rise and grind. Every guest has a tale, every tale is a find. Exploring the wisdom that life has to give. Together we grow, that's how we live. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond Business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights, we're having a blast.
Hey listeners, before we kick off today's episode, I want to take a moment to highlight our incredible Season 3 sponsor, Viewig Commercial Real Estate. If you're in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, look no further than Viewig Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Viewig and Cole Babcock, they bring unparalleled expertise and a deep understanding of the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So, if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Viewig Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at viewigrealestate.com or give them a call at 217-450-8500. Trust me, you'll be in great hands. And thank you, Tim and Cole, for your unwavering support of our show. If you're looking to refresh your space or tackle that long-awaited project, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman is here to help. Clean Cut specializes in a wide range of services, from stunning interior and exterior painting and small construction projects to room remodels, deck staining, and flooring. They truly have the expertise to transform your home into the beautiful sanctuary you've always dreamed of, or even just take care of the things you have been putting off that need done. And guess what? They have some fantastic promotions running this March. If you book any interior painting project for March or April dates, you'll receive an incredible 15% off. It's a perfect time to give your home a fresh look just in time for spring. If you're thinking of sprucing up the outside of your home, they've got that covered too. You can enjoy 10% off exterior painting projects under $5,000. And if you're planning a larger project, get ready for a jaw-dropping $1,000 off any exterior painting projects over $5,000. So whether you're looking to enhance your home's curb appeal or make your interior pop, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman is the one to call. Visit their website or give them a call today to take advantage of these amazing offers. Remember, when you choose Clean Cut, you're not just getting a service, you're supporting a company that empowers women in the industry. If you're in the market for custom apparel, look no further than Oakwood Screen Printing. This company specializes in all things apparel, offering high-quality designs on everything from t-shirts to hoodies to hats to bags to jackets to wall art to office swag to mugs to tumblers to, well, you name it, and they customize it. Whether you're promoting your business, celebrating a special event, or just want to express your unique style, Oakwood Screen Printing has you covered. What sets them apart is their attention to detail and commitment to customer satisfaction. They use top-notch materials and the latest printing techniques to ensure your designs look vibrant and last for years to come. For a limited time, if you use promo code BB217 at checkout, you will receive an additional 15% off your order. So, if you want to make a statement with your apparel, reach out to Oakwood Screen Printing today at oakwoodscreenprinting.com. You won't be disappointed. And now let's get into today's conversation. Hey, thanks for joining me today on Beyond Business. Joining me today is a guy who he reached out to me, and then we couldn't schedule anything immediately, so I dove into seeing what was to him. And this guy's about it, man. He is a outlaw country music singer, Brian Shartzer. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be an interesting one to get into. Are you from here?
Yes, I'm originally from Minneapolis.
Okay, so you're a Central Illinois guy.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and so were you back in the day, were you a musician in school? Or were you an athlete, or were you a nerd, or what were you?
Athlete.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got out of high school. Did you go to college? Did you go to the workforce? Did you go to the military? What'd you do?
Married my high school sweetheart.
Okay.
And went to work in the construction field.
All right.
And struggled.
Yeah.
Layoffs.
Yeah.
And I had a passion to, go serve my country.
Right.
So with me being in the military, in school, being out, I had a problem with math and English.
Yeah.
Wasn't the brightest kid
right
in the classroom, just being honest. But I went out and got some tutors and the ASVAB book, and I started crunching them numbers because I wanted to join the military. So I had two babies at the time, 13 months apart, and
it was time.
I had to do something for me and the family.
Yeah,
because there was not, at that time, man, everything was tied up.
So what's that like? So when you join the military, after you get situated and stationed, do they get to come with you?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it kind of like...
You got to go through boot camp or your AIT and your school, and then once you get your permanent party status...
They get to come.
And then, I'll go find a place, and then...
Oh, so you had to dig in and suck it up for a little bit to make it home.
Sure.
Okay. All right. You did both?
Yes, Army and Navy.
All right. That's... So where in this whole mix, you get out of the military, because I assume if you did both, then you had quite a long military career?
Had 10 years in.
And that's not quite long enough to retire from. No. So you just kept signing up till the incentive was gone? I've met people who have said don't go till you can't go no more.
Right. My first hitch was 3 years. 3 years. And the 3 years came, and I extended 6 months.
Okay.
And so, it just, I got orders to go to Germany, and I just wasn't for sure if I was ready to take that leap at that time.
Yeah.
And so my first wife, she was missing mom and dad, and I just didn't know all the what ifs.
Yeah.
Taking your wife and your kids across country, what kind of schools are going to be,
you don't know
what kind of environment they're going to be in, we're in the military, we're going to be out in the field, am I going to be out in the field 8-9 months out of the year? You just don't know.
You don't know anything.
So I actually, ETS got out, and we moved back to Missouri, where her family was living at that time. So that was 2000, and then I went to work for a rock quarry, run heavy equipment.
Yep.
And then, of course, 9/11.
Yep.
9/11 hit. And so my wife calls the quarry. I didn't know none of this was even going on.
Actual 9/11 thing.
Yeah, the trade towers getting hit by the planes. So, they radioed down to me, and it's like, hey, your wife's calling you. Shit's hitting the fan. We're going to war. We've been attacked. We've been bombed. And I was like, America? U.S.? Us? We got bombed? Are you shitting me?
So were you someone who was just in the military, or were you a patriot?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm red, white, blue all the way,
but
bro.
You know what I mean? I didn't know it. Sometimes.
Well, this is where I'm. I could say I'm a patriot. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, at that time in your life.
Yes, because
I didn't know if you left the military kind of like, some people have different stages of their life where
I didn't hate it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I said,
so but you were like you got pissed off when you were like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Once, they had to come down and get me because I'm a mile down in this pit.
Oh yeah, you don't know what the hell's going on.
So we get up there, and everybody, I walk into the office, and everybody's like, they're just like looking at the TV.
Like the whole world was.
The whole world was.
Fucking
The
right.
world stopped turning.
You're right. Staring at CNN.
I was like, what the hell's going on? And everybody just staring. I was like, I said, yeah, what's up? And she goes, we're being bombed. We got bombed.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, they flew planes into our buildings, and I looked up at the TV, and I said, hey, I'll call you back. So I'm watching just like everybody else is.
Yeah, buddy.
In the rage. I had the rage.
You felt it.
I was pissed.
So you re-enlisted.
I looked right at my boss. I said, hey.
How old are you at this time?
33, maybe 31, 32, 33.
But you were like, I'm on fire, baby.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't fuck with the U.S.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
No matter what, you gotta have boots on the ground in a war.
Yeah,
we could bomb the hell out of them from the sea, and the air, but you need them guys on the ground.
Well, yeah, and I hate to say it, but you go from the Kennedy era, and you go 40, 50 years of getting softer from the other country's standpoint. It's good now and then to have something go, hey, no, we're still the strongest country in the world. Don't get it fucking twisted.
Exactly.
Just because...
Well, look.
Just because we're a shit show over here, don't mean we won't still fuck some shit.
It took something like that to bring the Americans together.
Yeah.
Look at all the American flags that was flying off of porches, out in yards, off houses.
Yeah.
We was united again as one.
Yeah, we'll still do it. We just sure do find a way to fucking stay fight. We're like that neighborhood who fights amongst each other, but if you come and fuck with us, we will fuck you up together.
Yeah. Right, it's like brothers.
Exactly.
You love each other.
Yeah, but don't come over here fucking around. That is. Maybe that's just how everybody is.
I don't know. It might be that.
Yeah, it is. Like, get it together, man. But, okay, so, well, thank you for your service twice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a thing to do. I mean, again... Yeah, that's awesome. So where you get back out of the service for the second time?
I got out in 07.
Okay.
And then the first marriage, it came to an end.
Okay.
Okay. And thank God, we're still good friends today.
Okay.
We got two beautiful girls out of the deal.
Sometimes people can be adults and it works.
Got some killer grandkids. But
yeah, they're fun.
But when you when there's something just missing in your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was always into lifting weights and everything like that, and I loved music. I loved country music, and not just country music.
And you mean you loved it, like listening to it and jamming to it?
Absolutely.
And just
Yeah. And I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna start my own band. I just got a divorce.
You're like, I can carry a fucking tune a little enough to do it.
I mean, I could sing with them around on the radio. I had no clue about music.
Okay, now we're getting back here.
I was the most ignorant son of a bitch out there.
Right.
Nothing.
Oh, you're like, if I'm talking to a musician, I'm fucking stupid. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Like I said, I didn't know what a key was. I didn't know what a verse or a chorus or a bridge. I didn't know. My thing was,
I just know a song.
Just play it like the damn song.
Right.
Okay. Well,
and I'm gonna sing along with it
as musicians.
Because it's a song.
They was like, well, goddamn, we got to know what key you want to do it in. Are you going to do it in D or are you going to do it in E? I'm like, well, just play it the way they do it. That's how I.
And I'm gonna sing it the way I can, and then that's how we're gonna have
it. Ignorant. So trying to find musicians, okay, and not knowing a damn thing, that was tough. I had no equipment. I had no guitar. I couldn't.
You're not a musician?
Nothing. Nothing. I
got an
jumping.
ex-wife.
Listen, I'm jumping in with both feet.
I got an ex-wife, and I know some songs.
Yeah. So, I got some guys together, and that's when all of the fucking headache came, because I have found in this business, some musicians are fucking arrogant, and I don't like arrogant people.
Oh, so you're saying you were looking for a bunch of you that just want to get together, have fun, make music?
I was looking for musicians that wanted to play music and loved music like I loved it. Okay?
Everybody thought they were going to get famous.
So, and it's not so much that, because we're in Decatur, Illinois.
They thought they were amazing.
I mean?
And...
So, then when we're trying to work on these songs, they're asking me, well, we do it in D. He sings it, and this guy sings it in A. And so they're bickering back and forth, guitar players, on what key we need to sing the song or how we need to do this. And listen, again, I wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Not even remotely close. My timing was off.
Yeah.
My vocals was probably not very good at that time.
Yeah.
Agreeing.
But you're going, let's just work.
Here I am I want to live this music dream, and I'm fighting, trying to find musicians, and then trying to find.
So when people would bicker, would you have? It's your band, right?
It's my band, but
so
they're looking at me. But you're looking at somebody that has no fucking clue on how to handle the situation.
Would you have to let people go? Was it like?
Well, they just left
because it's like they're not,
because
we're getting nowhere.
No, I mean I wasn't good enough, or the band wasn't good enough. That's where the arrogance came in.
And so what? You're like, okay, I guess I'm either not going to do this, or I have to figure out how to do it on my own.
Oh yeah, I mean, and from 2008 till present, okay, boy, have I had my ass kicked.
Just chasing it, just
chasing it, and I have failed and failed and failed, but the last 3 years, hey Hoss, I'm kicking some fucking ass now.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Getting them teeth kicked in is what makes you a fighter, baby.
I listen every once in a while. I still get a flinch.
Fucking right.
I still feel that boot in my ass.
Hell yeah.
So, so the Southern Rail Express thing, just a bar band, failed. It was what, I had guys, I listened to a lot of people that didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. There was sound.
When you say fail, what do you mean?
Oh,
I mean, what are you doing?
We wasn't playing out. We wasn't playing out. We wasn't going nowhere.
Oh.
And I flipped the bill for everything. I was told that you need to buy this, you need to buy that. So.
Oh, you're just getting misled and everything.
Big time. I had probably $25,000, $30,000 in loans that I'd taken out to buy this equipment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm eating fucking ramen noodles
to fucking chase a dream.
And I was involved with my wife now at the time, Vicky, and she had 2 kids, and she has her own salon. Her style is very successful.
Yeah.
God love her. But this music thing, it was the most it's just ruthless. Music business is ruthless because of the naysayers. I mean, bro, I can talk your fucking ear off for what I've been in. We ain't got enough time.
I think it's just business, man.
You know what I mean?
It's not business. You're saying it,
yes.
And I'm going, it might not be so unlike a lot of things in general. It's like people people have the opportunity to just shut the fuck up or be positive, but instead
you can't get that you can't do it.
We'll be shitty.
You got like, 4 or 5 different mentalities on that stage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Whether if somebody shows up under the influence,
whatever
it is, or him and their wife got into it, or
you never know.
It seemed like that dark cloud hovered over me, Hoss.
Yeah. And what you're sitting there going, why, man?
Yeah,
what
exactly.
The fuck, what can I do?
I thought everybody loved music. What the fuck's going on? Why am I
check your problems at the truck?
Why
and
am
let's
I
have
going
fun.
through this? Somebody that loves music, and I'm putting all my money out here. I'm doing what everybody's telling me what to do.
So what made it click?
And it's a snowball effect, bro. Okay, so I met. He actually went to school in Heliopolis, which is now today he's my best friend in the whole wide world, Jimmy Muir.
Okay.
he actually played guitar for Faron Young.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Back in the day. And, you know, he was very blessed to do that for a short period of time. And he was my lead guitar player at the end of the Southern Rail Express. So he came to me, he calls me. He says, hey, he goes, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, nothing, because I shut the band down because I was heartbroken.
Yeah, and you're going, what? I'm just spending. It sucks. I'm spending money, and it's fucking not a good time.
I was just devastated, you know. And he says, I got to go rehearse tomorrow over Matt Toon, and I want you to go with me because we're going to show you how the pros do it. I said, what are you talking about? He says, I'm going to go play guitar for a Elvis Presley and a Johnny Cash tribute. They're called the Blue Suede Crew. And he said, we're going to go to a warehouse. You're going to be amazed. I was like, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm down.
Right.
You know? So he comes and picks me up, and I'm nervous, you know? And he said, you know, you're going to see the real deal.
Right.
You know, you're going to see Elvis. You're going to see Johnny Cash. You're going to see the band. And, you're going to get that fulfillment, you know? So I'm like a kid in a candy store, man. We can't get there fast enough, Hoss.
Right.
You know? So we get there, and mind you, Garth Brooks was my mentor.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. When Garth Brooks was Garth Brooks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got the Garth hat. I got the Garth shirt on, the boots, you know what I mean? Because I want, I'm going to see these guys, and I want to impress them, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I don't want to think I'm some pogue, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I walk in there, and there they are. I mean, there's Elvis Presley. There's Johnny Cash right fucking there, you know? And Jimmy takes me up, and he goes, hey, this is Scott Waddles, and this is Keith Furry. And, and I was like, damn, And it's like, well, it's showtime. So we went out into the warehouse, and they got all the sound, the lights, the backup harmony, the singers was there, the horns was there. I mean, they had musicians out the ass, man. You know what I mean? They had a full fucking production right there. So
you're
Jimmy
just like,
goes in,
whoa.
he sets his stuff up, does a little pick and grin. He's tuned, he's ready to go, right? So I'm standing there just watching this shit, and basically what it was an Elvis show, but every time when Scott, he'd come out and do 7, 8, 9 songs or whatever, he would leave. Well, that's when Keith would come in as Johnny Cash, fills that gap.
Yeah.
So he comes out, does 3 or 4 Cash songs, right? And then, Scott goes back, changes in a different costume, and then Scott walks out. They do that,
right?
Shit,
Yeah.
It was so cool, and Cash would leave the stage, and then Elvis would finish out the show. It was
amazing.
Blow my mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I want to be a part of this. I was like, hey, you guys need a roadie?
You need
somebody
anything? I'll do anything.
Because I was wanting to learn the business.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn
something,
everything. And he's like, well, okay. He goes, we're not going to pay you nothing. I said, shit, knowledge, man. I mean,
let me be there.
I want to be here, be part of this.
Right.
So I started hanging with him, and hauling equipment in, setting it up, running the spotlight and shit like that, for a few months.
Yeah.
And so just one day out of the blue, Ruthie was she got on my Facebook page, and there I am with my Garth shit, with the headset, the Crown, Crown CM311.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The Garth hat, the Thunder Rolls Experience, Thunder Rolls hat, and my shirts, and Scott walked behind her, and he's like, "What are you doing on Garth's Facebook page?" She's like, "It's Brian," and he's like, "What? No bullshit." She says, "No, look, Brian Shartzer." He looked at me and goes, Jesus. He goes, anybody ever tell you look like Garth? So I get that quite a bit, and, hey, that was
you're like, thank you.
That was a high, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'll be damned. I didn't think anything else about it, you know what I mean? So I went back out there, and the following week we had a show down in Paris, I think, Paris, Illinois. So I'm running the spotlight. So the other stagehand guys, so Scott's out there just killing it. And so the stagehand said, hey, Scott wants to see you for a minute. I'm going to take your place. I was like, okay.
But the thunder rolls your ass up here.
Yeah. So I go back and say, hey, what's up, Scott? What do you need? He goes, hey, as he's changing clothes, he says, in 2 weeks, we got to show at the Lincoln Theater in Decatur, I said, yeah, I know. Fuck yeah, I know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, here's the deal. He goes, we're going to up the addings here. I said, what do you mean? He goes, this is what I want to do. I'm going to bring you out as a special guest as Garth Brooks. You're going to come out and you're going to sing Friends in Low Places.
I was just going to say it.
And then once you're done, I want you to exit the stage and disappear. We want to give them the illusion that Garth was here. Bro.
You did it?
I was fucking pumped. I get the B.
Did you do it?
Oh, yeah.
Did it go well?
Oh, bro. I'm fixing to get into that shit.
Let me go grab something real quick.
All right. Well, they ain't going to bother me. Let them howl.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, we're gonna bring you out. Like you said, we're going to bring you out as Garth. You're going to exit the stage. We're going to give them the illusion that Garth was here. And I got to tell you, bro, I was so pumped. I went home.
And it's doable, right? Because you're talking hat,
I got everything.
mouthpiece.
I already got everything.
Keep the hat down, mic in your face, sing the song.
That's one of the songs I sing in my shows was with some Garth shit.
And not to mention, once you hit the chorus, everybody in the fucking room is singing the song.
Yeah, it's you know what I mean. So he says we're only gonna rehearse one time. And I was like,
we need zero fucking rehearsals.
Bro, I got this, right? So all week long, I'm singing Friends in Low Places.
And now you're not telling anybody that you're going, like you're hush
hush. The only person knew was my wife.
Yeah, that's it.
So I go over that next weekend to rehearse over Mattoon. And, these guys are in full dress. You know what I mean? They ain't fucking around. I mean, they took this shit serious.
Yes,
I mean,
and you are too, right?
Well, yes,
but you're like, this is gonna be fucking fun.
But you got to remember, I'm.
You're like, I'm not.
These guys are so much. Yeah, I just went from a shithole, fucking nobody. I just jumped in a pro circuit.
You're like, my version of taking it serious is not shit to do with what they're doing.
Oh no. So we get there, and it's like, hey, Brian's going to go first. We're going to get this Garth stuff done. And that's where it fucking... I walk out, I get in front of the microphone,
You're like,
and I'm looking around. I got, there's keys, there's horns, there's a drummer, there's Jimmy, another guitar player, there's Elvis, there's Cash, and
you're kicking it off here, and you're like...
Yeah. I'm like,
oh,
what the fuck was I doing? I whoop, you know what I mean? So Jimmy, he kicks off that A chord,
Yeah.
And I started, I started singing the song. I'm shaking, and my vocals, because I am scared to death.
Yeah.
Because I'm standing in front of people that are pro musicians.
And you didn't even think about it till right then.
Right then, yeah. So we did the song 3 or 4 times. And
it never got better.
I was just nervous, you know what I mean?
It got worse each fucking time.
And I was like, I couldn't even remember
Still
the song.
don't know this fucking song.
You know what I mean? I sang this song in my sleep, Hoss. And I can't remember.
I don't know.
Blaming all my roots.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Right,
So Scott walks up to me.
Clearly they understood.
Oh yeah. And they was kind of chuckling, which made me
but then they're
nervous.
like, okay, but sing the fucking song.
Right. Because time is crucial here, son. So Scott walked up to me. He's like, hey, how many times do you think you sang the song? I said, Jesus, I can't, fuck,
Yeah.
He says, hey.
I could never hear it for 30 years and I could sing it.
Yes. He said, Brian, just sing the song. None of this matters. clear your head.
Sing the fucking song.
Just sing the fucking, because he was really religious, you know.
Yeah, stop
Just-
thinking
just-
about the
just
words and sing the song. Yeah.
So I look over Jimmy. You know, Jimmy's he's my best friend. He's my mentor. And he just looked at me. He just gave me that nod. And, you know, I think that's all I needed, you know. So he hit that A chord, and then I did the whole song, and I get done, and everything was like, that was good. That was good. Nice. That's going to work, you know. And
Hey, but just so you know, you only got one fucking...
Oh, yeah. So I'm like, hey, can I do this again to build my ego back? Because I just got it stepped all over,
Yeah.
you know, 5 minutes ago.
Right now we're 1 for 8.
You know what I mean? So it's like, no, we gotta get moving on. You know, this is gonna work. I was like, okay. So I get off the stage and they do their thing, right?
Here's the words.
Oh yeah.
Read these.
Yeah. So, and take the trash out, boy, when you get done.
That's crazy, right? You're like going,
You know what I mean?
fucking no. This is like the words to Happy Birthday.
Oh shit. Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So show day, right? I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm amped and I'm pumped. You know, because,
Not nervous.
No, just pumped. I could.
Or are you nervous?
I probably a little bit of both. You
But
know,
pump nervous.
but I'm more pumped
You're
than anything.
about to Garth
you know,
the shit
because
out of
I
this
get
show.
to be Garth Brooks, my mentor, man.
You're him.
You know, so I meet him there. You know, I help load everything in. I help set everything up.
Does
you know.
anyone bring up the day before, or everyone's like, hell no, it's showtime, babe?
Nope. None of that shit mattered.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I
Which
hope-
was
I
really,
would hope so.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Professionals.
So yes, absolutely. So you know, it was you know, Scott comes out, man, he is just ripping it. Keith comes out with Johnny Cash, and man, he is just killing it, man. You know, I'm back there in the back, you know, behind stage because I'm getting ready to come out. And how Scott set this up, he's like, this is what we're going to do. He says, I'm going to say a little something, and then I'm going to bring you out. And I was like, okay.
So it was before the show started?
Yeah. He gave me my cue in.
Oh, you were going to kick it off.
No. This was during the show, halfway, or I mean, almost to the end of the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because nobody knew nothing. So I know, you know, what song he was going to sing next.
Okay.
And I knew that I was coming out next.
Right.
So his song's up. He's singing the song, bro. I'm pacing back and forth like a caged lion.
Yes.
I look out through the curtains, and this place is sold out. 1,300 people. Oh yeah, fully packed. People standing, loving what they're hearing. Loving
It's funny
what
how
they're
when it's
seeing.
built like that,
Oh, shit.
a couple hundred people looks
Yeah.
like infinite sea of people.
Yeah. So you know, I'm there. I know I'm going on
It's a
next.
beautiful venue,
I gotta
actually.
pee. I'm thirsty.
Everything.
You know, everything. I feel the sweat running down my back into my boots. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I thought, man, it's go time. It's go time. So you know, Scott, God love him. He says, ladies and gentlemen, boy, we got a surprise for you tonight. Jimmy went down to Nashville a couple weeks ago. He walks over to Jimmy, puts his arm around him. He says, you ran into an old buddy of yours, didn't you? He goes, yeah, I did. I ran into him. Yeah. He goes, well, what transpired in that conversation? He goes, well, I told him we was playing here tonight. And if he happens to be close in the vicinity, if you'd stop in and do a song for us. And he said, well, I'll tell you what. If I'm in the area, I'll see what I can do. And he's like, well, man, that's really cool. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest tonight is Mr. Garth Brooks.
And he hit that bang-a-ding.
No.
Oh.
Fuck no. That place went dead silent. You could have heard a mouse piss on a cotton ball house. That's how quiet it got. They killed the lights, and that was my cue to come out. So I come out.
And it's black.
I'm standing there.
Spotlight on you?
No,
Nothing.
it's black. And I'm looking down because I got Garth stands down, the guitars out there. I'm looking down. You know, I'm waiting on that ba-da-da-da.
Yeah, and
Jimmy hit that A chord, man, and they brought the lights up from my feet, and I'm standing there.
So did you have a guitar and it looked like you were playing?
I had to. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
It was perfect.
Oh, it's the perfect scene.
Spot on.
Yeah. And I said, blame it on my roots. I showed up in boots, you know what I mean? That place went crazy.
Right then.
People, the orchestra, the pit, thank God they had that up because people was jumping over that. Coming up and taking pictures and video, trying to get to me, and I'm back, and I don't know what the hell's going on.
You felt like you were him.
And I looked over at Jimmy and says, keep singing. So I sang the song,
Last one, I thought you'd see there.
The song's done, and I turn around, I took my guitar off, and I signed it. I gave it to one of the people in the crowd, which was one of the wives.
On purpose.
Because I didn't want to get rid of my guitar. So I signed it, gave it to her, took my hat off like Garth does. I shook Elvis's hand, and I left the stage, right? And they wouldn't shut down. You know what I mean? They wanted more. Garth, come back! Garth, come back! It was.
That was a perfect exit, right?
Perfect. And I'm standing backstage. I was like, holy! I'm on a
So
rush
it went
right
perfectly.
now. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But what's so funny? When I walked out there,
did they give you your flower? Did the guys that you choked in front of at rehearsal? Did they tell you?
No, nothing.
I mean, did they afterwards? Were they like,
it was like good
good
job.
fucking shit?
But
They're like, no, we expect you to do
pretty
well.
much.
We're fucking killers.
because
bro.
they're talented musicians.
That's what we
and they're
do.
at a different level, and
That's what we do, man. We excite people.
So when I went out there right off the bat, I'm standing there, I'm shaking. I don't know if I was. Jimmy's like, hey Brian, breathe. And I was like,
when you're on stage?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't know if I was breathing or not, but he saw me, you know what I mean?
It's go time, man.
Yeah. So I did that, and, I stayed hidden. Scott came back out and finished the show. It was unfucking believable.
That's cool as shit, dude.
You had Elvis, you had Johnny, and you had Garth Brooks. Well, people stayed around and hung out because they knew Garth was going to walk out sooner or later. Right? So 20, 35 minutes goes by. I change and I'm in my regular clothes, ball cap.
Yeah.
So I come walking out and their hall out there is just full of people. He's like, there he is, there's Garth.
And you're playing it off like, no.
And I was like, hey guys, what's up? And they was like,
and you're like, no.
I was like, hey, I'm Brian Shartzer. I played Garth tonight. And they was like, oh my God. So that night changed my whole music life.
Oh, because it put you kind of on the map that.
Yeah, yep. But, to every good thing, always there's that snake, that viper that sticks his head out and he bites you.
Yeah.
So Keith was wanting to do more Cash songs in this show. So Scott, and they was partners, okay? So Scott pretty much told him, well, if you want more songs, I guess you need to go get your own show. So they parted ways.
Again, it sounds like it was a great thing.
Well, right.
Why fuck up a great...
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you get the right person in the wrong person's ear, and all those will fuck it up.
Yep. So so Keith is like, types out this resignation, He walks away from the Blue Suede crew. He started his own show, Walking with Cash.
Okay.
Johnny Cash show. Well, Keith didn't have any equipment.
Yeah.
Didn't have nothing.
It makes it tough.
So Brian does.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Brian's got a shitload of equipment. So he calls me. He was like, hey.
Now, is this the guy who said, hey, you're not invited anymore, but good job?
That was Elvis. That was Scott.
That was the other guy.
Now, this is Keith.
Okay.
So, Keith was like, hey, I'm going to do my own show. He goes, Brian, we can work together here. I'll bring you out. You do a couple songs as Garth. We'll use your equipment. We'll just trade off. Well, hook, line, and sinker for me, baby.
You're in.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You're like, you
because,
book the
I mean,
shows, I kind of want to get in anyway and teach me
absolutely.
some more.
You know, I'm still learning.
Because you're going, first of all, I've literally done one show, so I'm not thinking that I was in any fucking
Bro,
way.
I went from playing a couple bars that I played at Southern Royal Express to like 25 people. I
To a
just played a
packed
packed house of 1,300.
with some pros.
Yeah. And so
I'd be happy
the
to join.
high was there.
I'd be happy to use this fucking equipment I
yeah.
starved myself for.
Yeah, right? So we hooked up.
Yeah.
I took all my stuff over to his warehouse, you know.
Now, this was in the last few years?
This is, oh my gosh, this
Several-
2010, 12 or
Oh,
something,
okay, it's
something
been a
like
while.
that. It's been a while. Yeah. So I came out, I did 3 or 4 songs with him, you know what I mean? And it was Garth and Cash. It was awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still the greenest person there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
And you
know,
did all Garth shit?
But my
Yeah.
passion, my drive, my energy, I wanted to make the show even better, even hotter. Well, when we go out and play, you know, people wanted to hear more Garth songs. Well, I just come out and do 3 or 2 or 3, and I was done. Well, you know, they want to hear more Garth. So we actually went out to Vegas and played out in Vegas one time.
Ooh.
Yes.
I would think you'd kind of let the crowd go. You know what I mean? If they want more,
That's what I'm
if
telling
they
you,
want
Hoss.
more cash, then you go, hey, bro,
the
come up
music
here and play some
business
cash.
is a monster.
But ain't that right?
Yes.
If you're
think-
going, hey, I'm going to
would
do
think so.
10 songs tonight, if you're up there and they want Johnny Cash, then you're going to
It
go,
don't work that
hey,
way.
my man.
It's an ego
Get-
thing. It's an ego thing. This is his show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're stepping on my feet, not meaning to.
Yeah, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
hands down, Keith is.
But he's going, it's my show,
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
a feature.
And he's right.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
right.
It's
You
not
know,
a split.
But he doesn't
Yeah.
understand my passion and my drive.
Right.
You know, I
to where
wanna-
you're
I-
going, if
I
it's
wanna-
my show
yeah,
and they want cash, I'm going to give them fucking cash.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How many songs you want?
Yeah, fucking right.
8, 10?
Yeah.
Who gets?
Exactly.
Hey, we're gonna go until
Play
till
till
the
it's
people
done.
know till
Yeah.
we're done.
We're going to fucking
right?
do a duet.
Sure. You know.
Yeah, I feel you.
So again, they just didn't understand my passion. So they booked a couple shows out in Vegas, right?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So when they was doing the shows, they took X amount of dollars out of everybody's pay, paid for their flights, and all that stuff. Well, guess who was the lucky one to drive all of the equipment across country and back? You're looking at them right here. This guy here. My white Duramax.
Is it because you're just the one who goes, I'll do it, I don't have a problem with it?
Yeah,
or
because
it's got to get there,
well,
it's
the
my
equipment's
fucking
gotta
equipment.
get there. You know what I mean? So I was off a week. I was in between jobs.
Yeah.
So they paid for, they allotted X amount of dollars for fuel and hotel rooms for, my wife went with me and a couple that was
It's
in
still
the band.
fucking 30 hours.
Oh, you're talking 36 hours or so driving while everybody was there
It
in
sucks.
4 hours.
Yeah.
It sucked terribly.
It sucked.
I'll never do it again.
Yeah, it sucked.
So so we're driving there. They're already there, and musicians are calling me. Well, how close are you?
You're like, how about fuck off?
I'm like
How
4
about-
hours away. What? Well, my phone's about ready to go dead. I need my phone charger because I got all their luggage and shit in my trailer, my fucking trailer,
You're like, hey,
with all my equipment.
you're like, hey, stupid, how about you go buy a fucking charger?
So right, go down to a store and buy one, asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yourself. I've been driving for 2 days.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Arrogance and just
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So we get there, the next day we load in, set everything up. We do the show, very successful. It was awesome. And so the next
What
day,
is it, a venue, a bar?
it was a bar, the old Silver Dollar bar or some shit like
Okay,
that. It was,
okay.
it was something like that. They loved it. Of course, Johnny Cash, what's not to love?
Yeah.
And then you get this guy come out, it's coming out wants to be Garth. What's not to love?
You're naming
know what-
people that everyone can sing
Yes.
along drunk for
Yes.
sure, and it's great.
It went
Yeah.
great, So, the next night we did the show in Boulder, and we're going to be leaving the next day to head back, right? So, and I went to Keith. I was like, hey, I need some more money for fuel. And so, Keith was a very successful warehouse business owner in Mattoon, and You know, he got real shitty with me because I needed more money for fuel to get back. Well, you know, my truck got 15 miles.
I was just gonna say,
you know what I mean?
I need like fucking.
Yeah, you know, well, I just want $1,200 in slots, but I got to give that to you so you can get back home. He was a prick, you know, and I'll never forget that.
And you're like, yeah, I absolutely need that.
Yeah, I mean, in order for me to get back home, I mean, because I wasn't even working then, man. You know what I mean? I was off. I was laid off.
And you're like, dude, I don't want to drive home for that fucking. I don't want to put gas.
No.
Yeah.
Well, everybody else is flying back home 4 hours and be home in their bed that night, you know?
Yeah, people are stupid, bro.
So that really put my that's when I first seen the bad side of Keith, you know what I mean? And you know, their true colors come out from time to time. It is what it is.
Just people.
As for Scott, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get back. So I get back. I'm so pumped. I'm looking up promoters out in Las Vegas, right? Because we got a kick-ass show. Garth and Cash, you know, I want to get this show out there, man, right? Because I got the bug bite bad, man.
Right. You're like, I know we're doing good.
I'm fiending.
So let's put it out there.
So I reached out to this guy, Steve Bauer's production out there at Las Vegas. And then one night out of blue, Las Vegas number pops up on my phone. I was like, hello. He goes, hey, this is Bruce Sampson from Steve Bauer's talent agency. How you doing? I said, I'm good. I said, I called you guys. He goes, well, that's why I'm calling you. And I say, hey, man, we got this killer show. It's a Walking with Cash show. Keith Furry is just an amazing Johnny Cash. The keyboard player, she's June Carter Cash. You know, I said, you know, they're fucking amazing. And I said, then you got me, special needs Garth Brooks, you know, that's coming out as Garth portraying Garth. And it's a great show. People love it. He says, well, that's why I'm calling. I said, what, you're interested in the show? He goes, no, there's a lot of Johnny Cash shows out there. I'm interested in you. I was like, well, what do you mean? He says, you got your own band, right? For a Garth show. I was like, no. I said, the Walking with Cash is my band. You know, they play Garth songs, and it's a Johnny Cash show. I said, you know, it's Walking with Cash. I'm special guest as Garth. He goes, I'm not interested in that, which took the sail out of my you know, the wind out of my sail.
You're like, yeah, I'm not trying to Justin Timberlake this shit, bro.
Man.
It's my boy.
I said, so you don't want the Walking with Cash show? He goes, no. Like I said, there's thousands of Johnny Cash shows out there. There's only 2 or 3 Garth shows in the U.S.
And I hate to say it, but
he's right.
Elvis, Johnny, there's a lot.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, well, he goes, this is what I want you to do. Get you a band together, and you get me a promo, and you send it to me, and I'll book you. I was like, okay, cool. So I went to Keith the next day, or the next time we had rehearsal, and I didn't even mention this, you know. And I wasn't cool with that. I'm loyal. I mean, I'm loyal. And that's just how I am. And I said, hey, Keith, I said, I got a question for you. He goes, what's that? I said, can I do 3 or 4 more songs in your show? He looked right at me. He said, Brian, this is a Johnny Cash show. You want to do more Garth? You get your own show. And I looked right at him, and I thought, wow. Shit rolls downhill. Because Scott did the same thing to him.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Before we dive back into this episode, I want to take a moment to shine a spotlight on one of our amazing sponsors, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman. If you're looking to refresh your space or tackle that long-awaited project, this women-centric company is here to help. Clean Cut Painting specializes in a wide range of services, from stunning interior and exterior painting to small construction projects, room remodels, deck staining and flooring. They truly have expertise to transform your home into a beautiful sanctuary you've always dreamed of. And guess what? They have some fantastic promotions running this March. If you book any interior painting project for March or April, you'll receive an incredible 15% off. It's a perfect time to give your home a fresh look just in time for spring. If you're thinking of sprucing up the outside of your home, they've got you covered too. You can enjoy 10% off exterior painting projects under $5,000. If you're planning on a larger project, get ready for a jaw-dropping $1,000 off anything over $5,000. So whether you're looking to enhance your home's curb appeal or make your interior pop, Clean Cut Painting and Handyman has you covered. Visit their website or give them a call today and take advantage of these amazing offers. Remember, when you choose Clean Cut, you're not just getting a service, you're supporting a company that empowers women in the industry. Now let's get back to the episode. Hey everyone, if you're on the market for custom apparel, look no further than Oakwood Screen Printing. This company specializes in all things screen printing, offering high-quality designs on everything from t-shirts and hoodies to hats and bags. Whether you're promoting your business, celebrating a special event, or just want to express your unique style, Oakwood Screen Printing has you covered. What sets them apart is their attention to detail and commitment to customer satisfaction. They use top-notch materials and the latest printing techniques to ensure your design looks vibrant and lasts for years to come. So if you want to make a statement with your apparel, reach out to Oakwood Screen Printing today. You won't be disappointed. If you use promo code BB217, that's right, BB for Beyond Business 217 at checkout, you will receive an additional 15% off online or in store. So that means ditch the custom ink link order, no matter where you're ordering from, and order your product online or in store from Oakwood Screen Printing using code BB217 for 15% off. Check out oakwoodscreenprinting.com for your next apparel order. Hey, if you're in the market for commercial properties in Central Illinois, look no further than Vuig Commercial Real Estate. With a dedicated team led by Tim Vuig and Cole Babcock, they'll bring unparalleled expertise and deep understanding of the local market to meet your commercial real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, Tim and Cole are committed to providing a personalized service and guidance every step of the way. Their passion for helping clients navigate the complexities of commercial real estate sets them apart in the industry. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level or find that perfect commercial space, reach out to Vuig Commercial Real Estate. You can find them on all social media platforms at vuigcommercialrealestate.com or give them a call at 450-8500. Trust me, you'll be in great hands.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you talk about kicking the nuts.
But is it kind of like, okay then? Hey, band.
Well, okay. So we
Plug your ears.
We
hey,
have
band,
yeah, we
need a
have
fucking
rehearsal.
job?
We do our thing. So I went home. I told the wife. And she's like, "Well, it's good riddance." Because you work your ass all the time, they don't appreciate you, and she was right. So I reached out to the band members. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna start a Garth show. Would you be interested?" And they all jumped on. They was all about
Who?
it. The band. Yes.
And you're like, I already have people reaching out, so we're not going to take a stab. I got people that want this to happen.
I told him, I said, I talked to a promoter out in Las Vegas. He said, get you a band, get me a promo, and I'll put you to work. And it's like, okay. So Keith was not very happy about that. He didn't want to share his musicians, and I get that. But
they're freelance musicians.
But they're freelance, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're fucking contractors, bro.
That's where the struggle came. That's where it started. It just wasn't working. The next thing you know, you need.
So did you go out there?
No, never did make it out there because I could never get the show to go.
Yeah.
10 years, almost 10 years of trying to be a Garth tribute. I went through so many musicians it was unbelievable. And I always treated my guys top notch. When we had rehearsals, I fed them. We had beer, we had pop, food. Because I needed them, and I respected them. Okay, not so much on a return. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I did a few shows, and when we did the shows, it was great. You know what I mean? But again, musicians and it just wasn't jiving. So I actually, and you talk about a long haul, Hoss. I shut all the musicians down here in Illinois. I reached out to the musicians in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Right? So I got a hold of them, and they was like, yeah, we're down. We're down, because they was kind of playing in a Garth tribute already. I've got another guy down there, Sean Gerard, which is amazing. He's awesome. So I would have to, and these guys wanted paid for rehearsals, $100 per person, $600. Not counting my expenses down, hotel room for the weekend.
Oh, because you got to go down there.
I had to go to Nashville.
If you want to rehearse a couple times, and you got it $600.
So I pay them. I pay $600 to the musicians. I rent a studio. That's $400. My expenses down and back, meals.
So $1,000 per rehearsal.
$1,300 for rehearsal out of my pocket. We have no shows, Hoss. Nothing lined up. Nothing on the books.
You're just seeing if this will work.
All I'm doing is spending money to chase this dream, chase my passion.
Were you doing it?
You know, I was spending. Oh yeah, you know. So I get a show in Ohio. Okay. I am the headliner of this show. I booked it. They're paying me $3,000 to come and do this show, and I am the headliner. Thunder Road's Experience is going to be here in Ohio. Garth Brooks tribute show. And it was an outside show, but that's when COVID came out.
Oh.
Okay? So my wife and I, we go to Jamaica for a week. The following weekend was the show in Ohio, right? And mind you, the ups and downs of musicians trying to get shows was towing on me and my checkbook.
Right.
Okay? You know, because it seemed like every time that I get that ship up, a couple more holes would surface and she'd go back down.
Yeah.
You know, that ship just wouldn't sell. So I booked this show. We're going on vacation to Jamaica to just unwind, R&R, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get back on a Saturday, and I drive down to Nashville Sunday morning to rehearse for the show next Saturday night. Okay? So I get down there. 5 out of 6 musicians show up because the lead guitar player texts me, oh, I'm sick. I can't make it. You know how hard it is to have a rehearsal without your lead guitar player?
Yeah.
It sucks.
We still got to pay everyone.
Yeah, oh, yeah. In the studio. So everybody's set up.
The only thing, you don't have your main guy, but you only set your $100 light.
Yeah.
That's fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're sitting there and you're looking at everybody, you know, you got a feeling they want to tell you something, but they just don't know how to tell you.
Yeah, and you're like, what is it?
And I was
Did
like,
anyone tell you?
Okay, guys.
What is it?
What's going on? You guys want to tell me something? Well, you know, because my guys was seasoned. Now they're 60 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Everybody was scared shitless over this COVID shit.
Oh,
They thought they was going to fucking die.
all of them,
You know what I mean?
and they knew it.
And-
We ain't trying to travel, boss.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get it. All right, so it's like we're not going to do the show. We're not going to play out live for a while till we figure out
If we're gonna
what's going on.
be
And I was
alive
like,
for a while.
You're kidding me. I signed a $3,000 contract. If I cancel
I'm gonna owe
before
somebody.
30 days, I mean,
yeah.
in the 30 days, I gotta pay that money back. I got to pay that money.
Right.
I mean, I didn't get the check yet.
Yeah.
You know?
That's theirs. Yeah.
So it was like, sorry, man, we just don't want to take the risk. And this is a fucking Sunday. You know?
Yeah.
And I had no band, and I got a $3,000 contract that I am reliable for. I left there. They was kind enough not to take my $100
A piece.
God love them.
They wouldn't have had a fucking opportunity.
You know, believe it or
to say
not,
it.
bro, I probably would have fucking gave it to him anyway.
Nope.
'Cause that's just how I am.
Nope. They would have fucked right on off.
Yeah.
They would have been.
Yeah. So, you know, I load my shit back in my truck and I drive back. There was a bar restaurant right beside my hotel room. And I walked in there, you know, just by myself. I said, I need 6 fireball shots.
Yeah.
And they were like,
I'm gonna need to get a little
and the
fuckered
waitress looks at me. She's like,
Who's
"Where's
joining
your
you?"
friends at? Where's your friends at? Yeah. I said, I ain't got no friends. She goes, I can't give you these. I said, why not?
You're welcome to one.
She's like, I can't serve you 6 fireball shots, sir.
Give me one at a time, please.
And I was like, I'm gonna drink them. She goes, I
Promise.
understand that, but I can't do it. I was like, okay.
You're welcome to pour
Just-
them in a glass.
Just whatever you do it, that's what I want.
Yeah, if you want to count your steps, then bring them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I'm sitting there. I'm getting hammered, and I'm not much of a drinker. I'm a social drinker. So it doesn't take very much for me.
Yeah. You just knew you needed to get there.
It was either fight somebody or
Let's
or
get there.
drunk.
I'm gonna go pass out in bed.
You
It's
know what
over
I mean?
with. Yeah.
So and I didn't even tell Vicky this or nothing yet, you know. So I get tore up, you know. I go to the hotel room. I get the next morning, and I'm driving back on 24, you know. I thought, how am I going to tell my wife I got to come up with $3,000, you know?
Yeah.
So I called my promoter, the guy that helped me get the show. And I said, hey, man, we got a big problem. He's like, what's up? I said, I ain't got a band. They quit. He's like, what? I said, yeah. They quit. This COVID thing's got them scared, you know. And I get it. I understand. You know, nobody knew, and, you know. I said, I don't know what to do. He goes, I'll tell you what, give me a couple days. I'll have you a band together. I said, Hoss, you don't understand. You just can't throw a Garth show together just on a whim.
Yeah, we have to perform.
I said, I'm a headliner. My first headliner ever. I'm headlining this show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm calling to let you know we're fucked.
He was like, don't worry about it. I'll get you a band. Don't call the guy and let him know anything. I was like, oh, man, hey, man. I said, he goes, this is the music business. Just trust me.
Oh, because you're going, hey, the next phone call is to
I'm
let this
calling
dude know
Bob
he needs to figure
to get-
out
yeah.
what plan
You know,
to make.
yeah, he
if
needs
he's
to get
selling
somebody
tickets,
else.
he needs to fucking change
know what
the
I mean?
poster, bro.
Yeah. So I just, you know what? I thought, you know, that's pretty shitty. You know,
I'm gonna listen to
I don't
him,
give
though.
a shit what he says. I want to do the right thing because I've always tried to do the right thing, right? So I reached
But you're
out.
going, I don't know what the right thing is,
Yeah.
and you're telling
Oh,
me
yeah.
to fucking, yeah.
So, you know, I don't want surprises. I don't like surprises. So I called him. I said, Bob's Brian Shartzer, the Garth guy. He goes, yeah. He goes, hey, buddy, we're looking forward to having you up. I was like, I said, that's why I'm calling. He said, what's up? I said, I just got to be honest with you. He goes, okay. I said, I lost my band. He goes, okay, what's going on? I said, well, I have seasoned musicians. And this COVID thing's got everybody scared shitless, and they don't want to play out. They don't want to get the shit. They don't want to die. He goes, I understand. I completely. He goes, so what's the plan? I said, well, my promoter guy who booked me with you, he told me to give him a couple days, and he'd have me a band together. He goes, we'll just do that then. We'll just wait. And I was like, so
We're going to go with that?
we're going with that. I said, well, what happens if I can't deliver? He goes, well, then we'll talk about it. He said, just trust the process. That's what he told me. Trust the process.
So you're like, am I the fucking idiot here?
Right. Am I the only one that's seeing logic?
I'm the one who's supposed to walk on that stage just so we're all clear.
Right. So this was a Monday. Wednesday night, I get a phone call.
Am I about to hear how no band is born?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Oh, yeah. I get a phone call Wednesday night from a drummer in Nashville. He goes, Brian, this is Josh. I won't forget him. He says, hey, I just got just got off the phone with the agent. He goes, what do you need? I said, I need everybody. He goes, well, specify. I said, I need a lead guitar player. I need fiddle, drums, bass. If we can get a steel guitar in there, great. I said, if not, it is what it is. I said, I need at least 6 musicians. And he said, okay. He goes, so you have charts, right? And I said, I do. I paid a guy in Nashville. I sent him all the songs that I was doing. I paid him like $1,500 to chart all the songs out.
Like the order of...
Yep. What chord to play and all that, chart everything out. And I said, I do have charts.
Oh,
he goes,
he's saying send them. We'll play
send me the charts.
We're going to record this
We'll
shit.
see you Friday night. And I was like, he goes, bro, we're in Nashville. We can't rehearse. We're going live.
We got you.
He says, you do your job, and my guys will do our job. And I was like, we're headlining this. Yeah, he goes, yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, $3,000. This is our cut. You know what I mean? And I'm not even on the same planet right now. What do you, I knew what it took to get where I'm at now with musicians. And this is Wednesday, just a few days away. I'm supposed to walk on stage.
We're going to get off. You're going to email everyone a file, and we're all going to meet on Friday?
Yeah. So I email him the charts. So they're driving from Nashville, so they got like a 13, 14-hour drive.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And, of course, I paid for all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I paid for fuel.
Yeah.
And, all that stuff. They get up there. We meet at the hotel room where we all meet together for the first time, not knowing anybody, each other, nothing. And I said, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to talk about music. We're going to go down here. I'm going to feed everybody. And we're going to have a couple cocktails. And we're going to have a good time tonight. I don't want to talk about music. They was like, we're down. So we went down to the local bar. I fed everybody. We drank that night and had a great time. And, they didn't even want to even talk about the show, the music,
They knew. Everybody was programmed.
And I said one thing. I said, I don't know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow night. I said, but at least we're having a good time tonight. So let's just have a good time.
And was it just like, dude, these guys are just fucking professionals. Everyone does their job.
I didn't know. I had no clue who they was, what they was, their experience, or nothing. None. She was okay, Garth. So how do you want me to bring you guys out? I said, I tell you what. Tell them that the Thunder Rolls experience is here tonight. And we're going to bring you Garth's music. So all of Garth's fans, this show is for you.
Period.
And she's like, very good. She goes, now I got to ask you, what song you going to open up with? I said, baby, I'm going to open up with Fever. And that is a killer fiddle song. That rocks the house. She said, good choice. Right?
Nice.
So these guys, and I ain't taking nothing from them, okay? They do their 45 minutes. And hey,
were they good?
I'm not going to say nothing bad about anybody in this. They played their music. Now, would I go see them? Probably not. Okay.
The only reason you saw them because they were in front of you.
It was opening up because of the arrogance. I don't do arrogance, man. I don't like it. You can be the best musician in the world or the top #1 singer. If you're an arrogant asshole,
You can fuck off.
you know, you don't. Yeah, exactly. I'm not. So I go backstage, and it's getting dark. Well, what was funny is it was going to light off fireworks that night, right? Well, they started an hour late anyway.
They did.
Yes, because of the fireworks show. So, but they didn't plan for that hour, so nobody said anything about the fireworks, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I done forgot all about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm backstage, my team, it's dark, the fog machine's rolling out there, the lights is hitting perfect, it's just the thunder rolls, it was perfect.
Right.
And I'm standing backstage, and there was probably 150 people behind me. Okay, it was really cool. And I'm Garthed up, you know, and I'm getting ready. It's like, Garth, we love you, man. Go kill it, go kill it. I was like, thanks, man. I love you guys too. And then you heard the drums kick off, and the next thing you know, I heard that fiddle kick in. Wow, you know, I mean, she was hitting the note perfectly. And I got to tell you, once I heard that fiddle just putting it out there, everything went away. Everything went away. I come running out on stage. You know, you got a split finger rap and there's ropes pulled way too tight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And she's coming across, the guitar player's coming across, and the crowd just went nuts, you know. So I finished that song, you know. I said, all you boaters out there, can you guys hear me? Bro.
They went insane.
I had no idea that the boat horns are so loud.
Oh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
That we're in a cove. They was like, rah! I mean, it deafened you, man.
That's
and
great.
I was like, yeah! You know what I mean? So I grabbed a water bottle and I smashed them on, you know what I mean? And it just started shaking them. And we went right into the next song, right? And it was my best show.
Electric, baby.
That I ever had in my life. And that was my last show as Garth. I was Garth Brooks for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I lived that dream.
It's not going to happen again.
No.
It's not going to, yeah.
I'll never, all the circumstances that transpired.
Yeah, everything made this
night,
not going to work, and it fucking killed.
I killed it. We killed it. Not just me. The team.
Everything.
It was a team. You know what I mean? Because I'm military.
Team of strangers,
it's all about
bro.
team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I cried. I said, listen, I'm done. I'm tossing my hat in. I'm done with music. This is not fun. This is all supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
But leading up to this perfect night, right? So next morning, I get up. I write everybody a check. You know, I gave extra money to Josh for being a band leader. You know, for a $3,000 show, I walked out there about $400.
Right.
Okay, because I paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I took care of the team, paid them more, paid them.
You're like, I would have paid $500 for the experience. Fuck it.
They was wanting $300 a show. You know what I mean? I paid them, and then like I said, Josh and his trailer and the van, and you know, I gave everybody a little extra. You know, out of respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I got home.
Oh, that band knew you guys killed it too. They fucking
did.
had a blast.
Yeah.
Dude.
And you know the drummer, he plays for a Jason Aldean tribute.
Nice.
Or at least he did.
Yeah.
So, you know, I get home and I'm done. You know, I'm done. Music is not.
The itch was gone. It's over
Completely. The heartache sank in because I thought this is not for me.
Yeah. Chased a dream.
Yep.
Kind of caught it.
I mean, you can chase something for so long.
Yeah, I get it.
And you can't catch it.
Yep.
And just like that ship.
Yep.
I could have bought a home.
Yeah.
A home.
I get that.
The money that I spent for this Garth show for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, but you're still a musician.
Well, at that time, I was done.
Okay.
Right?
So you took a hiatus.
So, yeah. So I went to, and I believe in God. I'm a Christian, okay? I'm a sinner, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, we are. That's what we are.
I loaded up all my gear in my trailer,
Uh-huh.
and I went to a church.
That night, or that day?
The next day, when I got home, And I pulled up in the parking lot right here in Decatur. And
A random church, or you knew where you were going?
No, just a random church.
Yeah.
Had no clue.
Yeah.
And this guy walks out, and he was a pastor,
Uh-huh.
or a preacher, whatever you want to call him. I said, "Hey, you guys play music here?" He goes, "Yeah, we do." He says, "But and he goes, we don't have the equipment that we need, but we get by." I said, "Is that a fact?" I said, "Well, what do you need?" "Well, we need newer stuff, a bigger console and bigger speakers and chords." I said, "So you need sound and lights, everything?" He goes, "Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay." So I went around and said, "Come here for a minute." I took the lock off my trailer and I opened up my doors and I said, "Here you go." He was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Here you go. I'm giving it to you." He was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I was in the music business and I'm done." I said, "I got the Behringer X32 digital console, I paid like $3,500 for that board, just for that board, I said, it's top line."
Why do you do that?
I really don't know. I wanted to do good, to be honest with you, because no matter how hard I tried, I failed. I kept failing. I had one good show in 12 years at this time. Everything was kicking my ass, dealing with musicians that didn't want to get along, the arrogance of some musicians, dealing with venues that they didn't want to pay this amount, you know what I mean? It just everything, all of the bad stuff, man. And I was done. So
Yeah.
I offloaded.
Yeah. Good
Go
for you.
home,
Good for you, man.
tear my stuff off the trailer, sold my trailer, and my wife, God love her, she was like, "You're not done."
Right.
I said, "I'm done, babe." So my grandmother died, and so my grandfather, like I said, he married her with a pre-made family already.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he had no kids of his own.
Yep.
He raised them all to be his own.
Sure.
So he was a songwriter of his own.
Yeah.
And he wrote 10, 12 songs. He played guitar, you know what I mean? So every Sunday, that was our day.
Yeah.
I'd go hang out with him. We'd go to eat lunch together. We'd go to his house. He taught me how to play guitar.
Okay.
We'd watch Hee Haw and Marty Stewart show.
Yeah.
Then I'd go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a good Sunday.
Yeah.
And he was ornery as the day was long.
Solid.
Embarrassed the shit out of me sometimes how he flirted with the waitresses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he lived about 4, 5, 6 maybe years after Granny passed, So he was pretty much, we was talking one night at the house when he was playing guitars. He says, because he called me Bryony. He would never call me Brian. He's like, Bryony, he says, I don't have anybody to carry on my last name. I don't have any boys. He goes, besides the ones that I raised, but they're not mine. They don't carry my name. And I was like, well, Pappy, I'm sorry, I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
gotta fuck for that, man.
So we're right, yeah, right. So so I'm hanging with him, and then he passes, right? So I'm sitting at home one night. We get him put in the ground. We do all the things, and I told my wife, I said, let's just go out, because he told me before he died. He's like, Bryony, you need to get back into playing music. He goes, you're not happy. You're not the same person. I could tell. I was like, Vernon, I said, Pappy, I'm done. You know, the music is not for me.
Well, how long ago did he pass?
It's been 10 years. And so he says, you just got to figure it out, bud.
Yeah.
You just can't find it.
Yeah.
So we went out. I'm watching this, you know, because I go out and I was watching bands play, you know, picking them apart, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Inside, you know what I mean? Not saying nothing. And
Like not even letting yourself enjoy it?
no.
You're just picking.
Because I was like, I'm being an ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because nobody
I
wants
do know
to
what
be
you
with me.
mean.
Nobody wants to help me. Nobody wants to play with
You're
me.
like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know?
I feel you.
You know?
Yeah.
And they'd walk up to me, hey, how we sound? I say, hey, man, you sound great. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And anybody knows me, I love to talk,
Yeah.
especially about music.
But you were shutting them down.
I'm cold, man.
Just being a dick.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that ain't like me.
Yeah.
At all. So we went out and seen this guys, they're all playing karaoke, having a great time, and that was just awesome, you know? And then the light bulb clicked. It came on. You don't need a band playing karaoke.
Sure does look like everyone's having fun, but me.
Yeah. Yes. You feel me?
I do feel
You feel me?
Wait a minute, I could bring the fun
Yeah.
in a fucking. Oh, man.
The last thing my grandfather told me to do, he goes, Brian,
You're like, I don't
Figure
have to
out
make
a
that
way.
much money if I don't have to divide it that many ways.
and that's when the light bulb got brighter.
Genius, brother. No, I mean, good point.
So,
When our messages went back and forth and you said, I don't have a band,
Yeah.
I went like this. It took me about 15 seconds. I was like, who don't have a band? But never mind. Yep. Good
Yeah.
call.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so 3 years ago, I come out of the, I don't want to call it a retirement.
Yeah.
I stopped licking my wounds.
There you go.
I stood the fuck up and I said, if nobody wants to play with me, which that sounds terrible saying, play with me.
Yeah.
If nobody wants to play music with me, I'll do it by my god dang self.
Or, okay, don't want to play with me. Come hang with me then. Fuck it.
You know?
Just come hang out.
So I took the songs 3 years ago. I wanted to do a variety. I did classic country, a little southern rock, a little rock, okay? It filled 3 different venues. You know what I mean? Music
Yeah.
venues, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So not only if I'm doing George Strait, and there was no Garth, by the way. I kept one Garth song, Thunder Rolls, and I choke every time that I want to fucking sing that song.
Okay.
Okay? So
Oh, so that's not in the list no more.
there's no Garth in this
Okay.
Outlaw Show, bro.
Okay.
No, sir. Never will be.
Well, Garth's not outlaw, so
Yeah,
that's okay.
that's right. That's why he's not there. So I took all my songs that I wanted to play. I took them to, and listen, Eclipse Studio, and make sure you put this in there.
I will. As a matter of
Eclipse
fact,
Eric.
look at that camera.
Eric, Eclipse Studio. 3 years ago, I went to this guy, and he took me in.
Is it local?
It's up in Bloomington.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's an hour away from Decatur.
Yeah.
Nice little studio. This guy is a music genius. He become my vocal coach. We took all the songs that I wanted to do, and he did what he did, put them down, recorded everything, recorded all the tracks. And then I kept the background harmony vocals in that song. So if I'm singing in the same key as that song is being played in,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting that key, it's going to blend nicely, because I didn't want this to be karaoke.
Right.
I wanted you to hear and feel the full band behind me, even though they're not there.
Understood.
So I paid the money.
Yeah, it's the band playing for your vocal.
Yes.
Yes. Understood.
So
Yeah. You're not. It's not. You didn't download an instrumental
No.
and you're bringing it and playing it. It's
Right.
for your vocal.
yeah, for my yes,
Yeah. I
it's
got
my
you.
songs. Yes, that I picked. So I'm not going to say what I paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't matter.
I just
Yeah.
the guy is worth every penny and then some.
Yeah.
Because that's how good he is.
There you go.
My brother, Eric.
There you go.
So I went in, I do 3 songs a time. We go in, we record 3 songs, you know, everything. We get everything done, you know what I mean? So it's 3. So several trips up to Bloomington, okay? And I need like 40 songs.
But you're singing?
Yes.
But wait.
Yep.
Don't you sing? I thought you, but you're going, wait, why are you singing? I thought.
Because I'm singing live. These are tracks.
Oh, that you're saying that you're putting out for people to buy and shit?
No, I'm singing, okay?
Yeah.
Instead of, you're seeing musicians on stage.
Yeah.
You're hearing tracks, drums, guitar, keys, okay? That sounds like a band.
Yeah.
But they're not there. So I sing to tracks with my acoustic.
Got you.
All right?
Yep.
So
then when you get on stage and you're performing.
it's like a full band, but you don't see the musicians.
Yes.
It's just me.
Yes.
Which sucks because I want to share stage with musicians, but I can't find anybody to come and build a kick-ass outlaw.
This is the
show.
this is the new day and age, babe.
Right.
Let's do it.
But
I like
with
it.
that being said, how as much as I miss the guys or people on stage with me, I don't miss the fucking headaches. Dealing with 5 different personal mentalities.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, so I got with Eric. He's like, man, I got you.
Yeah.
Come on up. So we recorded all the songs. I had like 40 songs. So 3 years ago, right? So I started going out. My first year, now I'm taking mine. Southern Rail Express, when I first started, couple years playing that. I think we played out 4 times. The Garth Brooks show, out of 10 years, I probably played maybe 5 times.
Oh.
And that's counting the monster show that I walked away.
Right.
Okay. All this time, numbers suck, right? Terribly.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
I got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I came out, new promo, I came out, and this is where I'm going back with my grandfather saying he had nobody to take his last name. Right? So that really hit me in my heart.
Okay.
So everybody's usually goes off sometimes by a stage name.
Yeah.
So I came up with the name Gage McCoy because his last name was McCoy.
Perfect.
Gage McCoy. It goes, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to come out of respect for my grandfather. I'm going to carry on his last name.
And that is, you are the artist, Gage McCoy.
I am the artist, Gage McCoy. This is the Gage McCoy show.
And
it's a 3-hour show.
Starting when?
Okay, 3 years ago, okay? Yeah.
You're doing it now?
Oh, I was.
Oh.
Okay, I did it for 2 years.
Okay.
So the first year I come out with this Gage McCoy, no help from nobody, all me.
Right.
Finding places to play, charging X amount of dollars to play, right?
Right.
I played 50 shows my first year out, Hoss.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not too bad, huh?
50 shows.
Yeah. 50 shows.
That's every weekend or a couple shows a weekend.
Sometimes Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, buddy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. 50 shows.
All right.
For somebody that can't sing,
All right.
somebody...
So why'd you stop after 2 years?
So the second year, I come back out. Well, I'm hungry. Well, I did 50. I can do more.
Okay.
I did 70 shows last year.
Bam. That's a lot.
Yeah. Right?
So what are you doing this year?
So, I got bored.
What do you mean?
I got bored with the same songs. Same show.
Because Gage McCoy was only a certain thing.
Yep. Classic country, southern rock and rock. I did Vern Godston, George Strait.
Did Gage McCoy look a certain way?
Oh yeah, I had the suit jacket, not like this.
Yeah.
And the ball cap, you know, and kind of the jeans, but not the jeans tucked in the boots.
Yeah.
So I thought, my music, I love Outlaws. I love, and you know who they are.
Yeah.
We all know who the Outlaws are. Okay. So I reached out to the same promoter out in Las Vegas, And Bruce, he's been my guider. You know what I mean? Because he does this stuff for a living. He books people. He's in the business. He's in the music business.
Yeah.
Okay. He does people like Cher and tributes and
Sure.
and not just tributes, but other. I mean, I'm not for sure all what he does, not because he left Steve Bowers. He's doing his own thing, but I reached out to him quite a bit, and he never turned me away. He always answered my questions and gave me his little 2 cents on what maybe I should do and how I should do it.
Yeah.
Okay? So thank you, Bruce, for being there for me. So I got to thinking, man, I'm tired of the same old songs, because I'm gonna tell you something. When you get on stage and it's just you and you're singing 35, 40 songs, that's tough.
Oh, hell, fuck.
Just one person singing all them songs, okay?
Yeah.
I don't like once you sing a song, click, 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 boom.
Right.
I don't like any kind of dead time.
Right.
No. I don't look professional. When you do a song, you're up there, hey,
it's
hey,
time
Bob,
for another
there.
song.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at click, click, click.
Just like if
When's
there
the
was a
next song?
band up there.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I kept that mentality from everything that I've seen in my career.
Yeah.
Okay? All of my failures.
Well, you know what you've done, what you see, what you...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've sat out there and I've watched from being a...
Yeah,
out
you
of
were a
the crowd.
fucking band critic
Yeah.
when you retired.
Oh, yeah. Bro. My ass was kicked and I was done.
Yeah.
So I came out of this thing with Gates McCoy and for 2 years, 50, 70 shows, man.
Okay, so you killed it. You killed it.
I'm like, man, my wife's like, hey,
It's working.
you got a family. Hey, do I need to tattoo a guitar across my ass?
Oh, right.
So that
Pay
way
attention.
I can give me a little
Play this
attention
a little bit,
because
bro.
I was working out 6 days a week. You know what I mean? In the gym, to stay healthy, and then
Playing every weekend.
I'm playing every weekend, Friday,
If
Saturday,
you're
Sundays.
not, you feel like I should be playing.
Right. So I was pushing her away,
Yeah.
and that ain't cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like chasing dreams. Hey, fucker.
Yeah, right. And now listen, and I mean this sincerely. I'm 53 years old. Okay. I love music.
Yeah.
My passion, my energy, my love for this, but I know in my life right now, I'm not the next country star.
Right. You just
I'm not even close.
you'd enjoy it.
But you know something? Here's my thing. This is what I enjoy the most out of music. Going out, setting my gear up, doing sound check, and people are coming in, sitting down and talking to them. Hey, how you doing, Brian Shartzer? Just mingling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Getting
You guys don't stick around for a little bit, Well, we thought about it, but we don't know. I said, just stick around, You might like what you hear and see, Meeting new people, playing different places. Listen, I do private shows, bars. I'll play anywhere, anything.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's just how I am.
Yeah.
I love music, and I love playing. Going out playing live music and meeting new people. I've met some amazing people
It's cool, man.
out here. You know what I mean?
I think it's cool that you're still well, I think it's cool that after like the heartache and what seems like you felt was failure,
Yeah.
you got a little bit of fire lit under you, and now you're actually enjoying.
Yeah.
And it's not costing you an arm and a leg. Instead, you're actually
I'm making money.
making a few bucks.
Yeah.
And so here's what I want to do, right? Is I want to go into something to where I'm going to like cut this out separately, but I'm also going to leave it in. I want you to kind of look at that camera and off the top of your head, if you have events coming up that you can think of.
Oh.
Can you think of any off the top of your head?
Sunday, I'm playing at Hill Prairie Winery.
Or even this, even if you want to describe what your events are, and then when I cut this out, we'll hook up later and you can tell me, and I'll flash dates across the screen of the cuts.
Yeah. We can probably do that because 30 shows booked.
Oh, do you?
Now, before, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
just now.
Yeah. So what we'll do is he's going to give you. I mean, you've already heard what he does, what he did for 2 years. Now he's going to tell you what his current show is kind of like, and I'm going to bust out a schedule of his events and a website of, I guess, where you can probably find shows. And what is it? Do you sell tickets? Does each venue sell their own tickets,
man.
or everything is show up?
It's free. It's free.
Really?
Yeah. There's no ticket sales.
Everything is.
Come. I mean, you can follow me on Facebook, Brian Shartzer. You can't miss me. What you see is what you see when you look me up. This is my profile pic.
Yeah.
And my jacket here, custom made jacket. You know, my new look with this Outlaw stuff. So this new show that I'm doing, it's a tribute to Outlaws, and we, like I said, you know who the old Outlaw guys are. Now, with that being said, I'm staying modern too, because I'm doing a new up and coming Outlaw guys. Mickey Lamonte. You've probably not heard of this guy.
Okay.
This guy is freaking phenomenal. Cody Jinks.
Yep.
I'm a big Cody Jinks.
I know who Cody Jinks is.
Love it. Big fan here, Hoss. Big fan. Creed Fisher.
Yep.
All right. He's a hellraiser. You know what I mean? I have taken
so the old school and new breed.
Yes.
Yeah, outlaw country.
And it works.
Yeah.
People love it.
Yeah.
I'm a 3-hour show. I got pro gear, lights, sound. I'm simple. I can play for 10 people. I can play for 5,000 people.
Right.
Because that's what I pack.
Yeah.
And gear. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm fully, and a lot of bands are not, I'm fully insured.
Okay.
So I got insurance.
So
yes.
So people can book you. I mean, you book yourself for bars, but I mean, if someone wanted you to come play,
I'm $250 for 2 hours in a 2-hour driving.
Yeah,
I'm $250 a show.
Oh yeah,
I'm cheap.
Yeah, that's
and a lot of people don't like posting what they make out there. But here's the deal, Hoss. It's not about money for me.
Yeah, you're like, come on.
This is not about money.
Let's see some people smile and have fun.
I'm $250. I actually went up $50. I was $200 last years.
If you guys look at this guy and don't fucking give him $250 to come fill up your beer shed, then you're crazy.
I mean, I'm $250. I put a tip jar out there.
Yeah.
You know, there's times I've had $900 in my tip jar.
Yeah. You're like, hey, if I'm good, then pay me for it.
You know what I mean?
If you like it.
Sometimes they're very generous. Sometimes there's nothing in there.
It
is what it is. But the thing with me is I own everything.
Yeah.
I don't owe nobody shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
I don't pay nobody.
That's right.
Me.
That's right.
If I'm big time about veterans, first responders, EMS, okay? If there's any benefit that's going on that has anything to do with them guys, I'm down.
You'd be glad to come.
I'll do it for nothing.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem with that.
That's great.
My military brothers and sisters, the EMS, fires, the police,
first responders,
they put it on the line. First responders, they put it on the line every day for us.
Yeah.
When we're running out, they're running in.
Yeah.
Putting it on the line.
As did you, brother.
Yes. Well, I mean, I served.
Yeah.
So that is my gift. Though, also, because this is ongoing still.
Okay.
So about 5 years ago, I wrote my very first single.
Okay.
And when I wanted my first single to be very patriotic.
All right.
Because you cut my skin, it's red, white, and blue. That's my blood.
Okay.
That's what I bleed.
All right.
Because that's just it. I mean, I'm really been contemplating getting America tattooed across my forearm here.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And you had just told me the other day that you.
Well, this is my new single that's coming out.
Okay.
So I wrote this song, Land of the Free.
All right.
So I went down to Nashville because I wanted to be a Nashville recording artist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean?
So you are.
Oh, well, yeah, but it don't mean nothing. It don't mean shit.
Yeah, it means I'm sitting here with a Nashville recording artist.
Yeah, but, I mean, Gene Charlie
Coming
Boy.
to you today with a Nashville recording artist.
Brian Shartzer. Tribute to Outlaw.
Yeah. I'm going to redo the intro.
It don't mean shit. You know, so
You're like, I sang into a mic in Nashville.
yeah. Or
Fair enough.
it was actually like in Dixon County, but you just like but you know what?
Yeah.
Who gives a
Yeah.
shit, right?
If you're in Forsyth, you're in Decatur.
Yeah, exactly. So, and by the way, people, you don't have to go to Nashville. You don't have to sing down in Nashville. Follow your heart. Go. There's plenty of studios around here that you can do your thing. I suggest
What's in
Eclipse
Nashville is a
Studio
whole shit ton of
up in
other
Bloomington.
singers.
Just throwing it out there, huh?
I said, what's in Nashville is a shit ton of other singers.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, I sang down in Tootsie's. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went up there and I sang, "Are you sure Hank did it this way?"
All right.
I took the whole fucking crowd.
That's what I'm talking
One
about.
song. Everybody loved it. They wanted me to stay up there. Not my band. No.
Yeah.
I sang at Tootsie's right there in Nashville on
There
Broadway.
you go. You did
Woo!
it. Woohoo!
Oh boy. Yeah. You know what? It don't mean shit.
You're like, then I left.
Yeah. It don't mean shit, Hoss. You know? So I'm doing this tribute thing and it's going great. Love it. Happy. So I thought, instead of I wanted to do my own stuff. Get my own shit out there. Right?
Okay.
Again, I know I'm not the next country star. I'm not going to go nowhere. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I really am. Because I love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I started writing a song about Outlaw Legends.
Uh-huh.
So I had about a halfway done, right? So I reached out to my buddy Eric, and I said, "Hey Eric," I said, "our next session, I want to finish this song. I need help. I'm not a very good songwriter, okay? Like anything else throughout all these years, I've struggled with everything. You know what I mean? It took me 3 years to write The Land of the Free,
Right.
which I'll get back to that. But so, what's today? Today's Friday, Monday. It's past Monday. I took what I had. I go up to Bloomington, get there, and we're talking back and forth. We're singing. We're working. Wording together, trying to make this song right.
Right.
Within an hour and a half, we finished my song, bro. Finished my song. I'm blown away. I'm totally blown away. Because, I got Eric there, and he's so phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
He's helping me. No, and we'll do it this way. You know what I mean? So we get the lyrics done, and we're like, we still have like an hour and a half of my time that I'm paying for, right? So he picks up his acoustic guitar, and he goes, "We're going to start putting the instrumental to this." I was like, "Wow, really? Holy shit, So and I said, "Wait a minute, I don't want to sing it like this. This is kind of way I'm wanting to do this, and he's like, "Oh, so we're going to do this in some E minor chords." I was like, "Yeah, E minor chords, because I want it to sound kind of eerie, you know what I mean, like haunting."
Okay.
You know what I mean? To get that haunting feel, right? Because we're talking about legends that are are no longer with us.
Right. Right.
So I'm bringing it. I'm talking about the legends. So my 3-hour session is up, and we're still working, and we're almost done. He's like, "Hey man, we're just gonna keep going." He goes, "The next time you come up, just take care of me." I said, "I got you." So in 4 hours, we finished my song. He did all of the instrumental. He used 3 different guitars, a bass, the drums, some keys. He built my song in 4 hours.
Wow.
I have a song. I have a second single, and I probably could have sang it that night, but I got bad sinuses.
It was time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You felt
And
accomplished.
he says, "We're going to come back." He goes, "We'll come back. All I got to do is go back up there and put my vocals to this." And I got my new song, Outlaw Legends.
Hell yeah.
It's
exciting.
And listen, yes, I'm proud of it. And yes, I like it. But it's not like what you're going to think it is. There's no mentioning of the drugs or the alcohol or cocaine. It's just,
The legends.
it's the legends.
Yeah.
It's simple, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is. It's nothing spectacular. The instrumentalness is awesome. I mean,
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing it after you get
it's
it.
good. I mean, you know, it may not. I mean, I want to say it's going to make radio. You know, of course, you know, everybody wants their song to hit radio.
Will you think?
I think if it gets, I think if it gets in the right hands.
Yeah.
I think so.
So mine also has been chasing a dream, but it's always dollar related, I guess. Or I guess my dollar relation is maybe for like, you know, my kids to be, you know, generational wealth or whatever. You know what I mean? To build something that I can hand down. So what's so crazy is that where the paths end up crossing is to go repetition that happens when no one's watching. It does pay off. There's no shortcuts to it. You know what I mean? The terrible choices, the times you got your ass kicked, that's what creates successful people.
When I was down and out and I pulled my trailer to that church.
Yeah.
And I offloaded
all
that equipment. It's like I said, it's not like I was trying to buy I wasn't even thinking about that.
You were just done.
I was done.
But really, you just started. Isn't that crazy?
Yes. My ass was kicked for the last time.
Yep.
And I was done.
Let's rock bottom, babe. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, musically or whatever.
I wasn't the drug addict. You know what I mean? None of that
rock
shit.
Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was at my bottom.
Yeah.
I was defeated.
Yeah.
I was defeated.
But that's it too.
I tapped out.
And I think that's what I mean is that's the relation to like in the business world where you go, when you said the ramen noodle days, it's like, oh, dude, how I can relate. How, you know what I mean? To go, everyone goes, oh, you got nice this and you got nice that. And it goes, don't fucking get it twisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of misery
you know how
behind
hard
these
it is
fucking eyes.
to go to a loan officer and say, I need a $5,000 loan.
Right.
Of course, they want to know why.
For what? You're like, get ready.
I was like, well,
you want the truth?
I need to buy speakers. What? Yeah. So you got collateral, my signature.
Yeah.
My credit's good.
Sir, I feel like you should just save up for speakers and you'll get over it.
Right? Do you need to have JBLs? I'm getting fucking lectured
by
what I'm going to be paying
by
for.
a 22-year-old loan officer.
Yeah.
If I understand.
Hey, won't you go fuck yourself?
I do understand.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I want it.
Meanwhile, you're right. Give me the fucking money.
Yeah.
Right.
Before I kick the shit out of you. Don't step on my passion or my dreams, dude.
And give me that 14% personal loan.
Yeah. Pay for the shit twice.
Yeah. Damn
you know? Yeah. So, you know, I'm telling you, again.
I do. I appreciate
heartaches
it.
And pain.
It's what
you know?
But now, what you said a little while ago, last 3 years, I've been kicking ass.
I'm kicking ass and taking names.
So beautiful, man.
Yeah. You know, and I mean,
so have you found a way to balance the home life?
Yeah, totally.
She figured it out.
Yeah,
now?
we got grandbabies.
Yeah,
you know, because we're a split family.
Yeah,
she was married once before.
Sure,
with her first husband with 2 kids.
Yeah,
and mine was my first.
So you can just wrangle the kids,
and now we got grandkids. So you know, Vicky, like I said, she cuts by Vicky. I'm proud of that.
There you
wifey. Go. You know, she's been doing hair for 30+ years.
Yeah.
So she's now stepping back. So she's taking the last Saturdays off of the month.
Yeah.
Finally, you know.
Grandmaing it up, hanging out,
so we get.
doing some
So
shows.
she's like, "Hey, we got the grandbabies on March 8th. No shows.
No shows.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I can pick and choose. Because
you're not scrambling
my
for
buddy
shows.
Jimmy Muir, he told me, he goes, Brian, if you get a good enough product, and I'll never forget
It'll
this,
sell itself, right?
It'll sell itself.
Yeah.
So every time, and I'm not tooting my horn, okay?
You can.
I'm just not that guy. But every time I go out and I play a show, I end up with 2 or 5 shows.
Yeah.
That I'm going to be putting on the books.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I say you keep raising it $50 to book. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, everybody's like, you need to go higher. But here's the deal.
I get it. Whatever the deal is,
We're
I
looking
get
at
it.
the business side of things, right?
Yeah.
You're a bar owner. Okay? I watch the bar. When I go play bars, okay, I watch that bar. I watch how many shots is being poured.
Right.
How many beers is going across. If mixed drinks is hot that night.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So if I come in $250, if you got 10 people, just 10 people in there, and they're drinking shots, they're drinking beers, and they're having mixed drinks, you already got me paid for just in the first hour.
Right.
Okay? The bars can afford me. People can afford me.
Right.
Now, if
You're saying if it ends up being a dead night, you can still afford me.
You can still afford me.
Yeah.
That bar is not losing. Where if they bring it, and no disrespect to bands,
you bring in a big name,
you bring in,
slow night, you lost
a
money.
6-piece band, 4-piece band, and you're normally getting $700-800
because everyone needs $200. Yeah.
So you got a band that's coming in $700-800, and they're worth it.
Then the band, the bar has to do good, or they're fucked,
or they're eating it.
Yeah.
To me,
makes sense.
With me, it's a win-win.
Yeah. Good call.
So that's
right.
where I'm at.
You're
Because
right.
like I said,
5 or 6 couples come in and
everything
you
I
win.
make's coming to me.
Yeah.
I think it comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like my shit's paid for. I done paid for everything.
I'm just saying, when you get to the point where you walk in and you go, okay, this place is packed again.
Yep. But I will tell you this.
Well, then it's 500.
I will tell you this. With the tip jar being out there.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That helps.
Yeah.
But several venues that I've played, just like last Saturday, I played at Buzzards out there at Mount Auburn. Now they haven't had live entertainment out there in 20 years. Okay, I went out there Saturday night, and that's kind of like my own stomping grounds, Mount Auburn, Heliopolis. Okay?
Yeah.
That place is standing room only.
Hell yeah.
Standing room only. Packed. He hasn't had a crowd out there like that in a long time. So
that's great.
And he had a great time. And I walked during my breaks because I play music during my breaks, so it keeps everybody entertained.
Yeah.
So I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, what do you think? How's things?" He goes, "Well, we're doing this again."
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, why don't we up the ante? Because it's me being me. Let's do better." He goes, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "The next time I come back, just close the street down, have a street party."
Yeah.
We're talking about Mount Auburn. Who gives a shit?
Right.
We'll play music in the afternoon so we don't piss anybody off that's trying to sleep at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Just have a bar outside.
Yep, sell some fucking burgers out here. And
bring up a barbecue truck in or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just close the street down and have a good time.
It's a great idea.
And he's like, yes, we're going to do that. So instead of my $250,
you make a lot more money from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. than you can.
Yeah. He threw me $300.
Bam.
Not counting what I made. I made $150 in a tip jug.
Good for you, man.
So you know what I mean.
You're on.
You know what I mean.
You're on to it.
So I would rather come in cheap.
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like you made a good point of saying it's just me.
It's just me.
And yeah, the more you get handed, the better. Yeah.
I mean, last year there's another Johnny Cash, and I want to put this out there too. Tom Hart, Folsom Prison 5. They're out of Springfield. You probably heard of the name.
I don't know who they are, but I've heard the name.
Listen, holy shit.
They're good?
Oh, fuck. Fire.
Okay.
Fire. Tom Hart, front man. I mean, if you close your eyes,
it'd be him,
you thought Johnny was on that stage.
Okay.
It's almost eerie. And his musicians that he's got, holy shit.
He just found a crew, huh?
Fire. Yeah.
Young men or the young old dudes?
They're about my age.
Okay. They've been doing it.
50s.
They've been playing.
Matter of fact, Tom and his brother, and I'm going to get this wrong, and I'm sorry about it. They was a band, Three Dog Night or something back in the 90s or something like that. They was actually hard rock.
Okay.
Because Tom's brother plays the bass.
Okay.
Like I ain't never seen anybody play bass.
Right.
I mean, stand-up bass.
Yeah.
regular
Not
bass.
the actual famous band, Three Dog Night.
I think it's him. Yeah, I
Okay.
think. Like I said, I may be wrong.
All right.
Okay,
All
so
right, all right.
so I don't want to.
Sure.
But like I said, I may be wrong
It's
on
all
the
right.
name.
It's all right.
But and they had a video, and of course they're back in the '90s.
Yeah,
And they're rock.
Yeah.
So I mean, Tom's birthday, is the same day as Johnny Cash.
Ah.
How crazy is that, right?
That is crazy.
So they reached out to me last year, and I got to open up for them
Oh,
3 different times.
okay. So you get
So-
to see them do their thing.
So yeah, but I was doing my old stuff, the Gage McCoy
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So they're doing a new thing now. They're doing a little something different. So they're not going to probably need an opening act. I don't know,
Right.
but it was an honor.
Sure.
It was an honor to
That's
open
cool.
up for these guys because the Folsom Prison 5,
Yeah.
best Johnny Cash show that I've ever seen. So
Live music is always good. Follow him on Facebook. You're going to see whenever he gets his new single out, we'll get both of his songs that he has written out on all platforms. I'm going to help him do that personally.
God love you, man. God love you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
yeah,
you, man. Thank you,
You'll
man.
like this is easy too, and it
Yeah.
makes it so basically one of those. If you like what you hear, then listen and share it.
Yeah.
And if the right person hears it,
Hey.
you never know. But you learned a lot that you didn't even realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
On the job training, buddy.
On the job training, babe.
Yeah.
Dude, absolute pleasure to meet you, man.
Same here.
Yeah.
Appreciate the time.
Thanks for joining me on another episode of Beyond Business. This is one of the longer ones, but one of the better ones I've had, man. Yeah, check them out on Facebook. And until the next one, be kind to each other, man. We'll see you next time.
Right on.
Nick Freo in the house, sharing stories that inspire. From every walk of life, we're lighting that fire. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. From the ups and downs, we rise and grind. Every guest has a tale, every tale is a find. Exploring the wisdom that life has to give. Together we grow, that's how we live. Lessons learned, journeys shared, good vibes and laughs, we're fully prepared. Brought to you by Buick Real Estate. Let's dive deep, it's gonna be great. So grab a seat, don't miss the ride. Beyond Business with Nick, let's take it in stride. Join the conversation, let's make it last. With stories and insights, we're happy